I feel. I mean, I think we need, before we go any further, we just need to go and stay straight out that there are two teams here.
There are. Okay.
Yeah, this is civil war right now.
Okay.
And there's team
am
Ship.
I the likable bad guys or the bad guys we're fighting against?
I think you're the Iron Man in this situation.
I think maybe. I think you could be. So there's like team Ship, and there's team
Not Ship.
Bat Jeep. And I don't know. I mean, Wombat and I are having a good time with it. And, we got our little message group, and it's mostly Shipwreck complaining about how he keeps dying and the game is dumb. And Wildlands
I do feel like
dying problem. And I honestly think there was something glitched with my game.
Oh.
Because it was like I went through the tutorial because we talked about it last week, and I thought the tutorial was super easy.
Yep.
It was super easy, no problems whatsoever. Then I got out into the world, and I did a couple things, and then the enemy AI and something with the game, it's totally broken at times, and this was definitely true for where I was getting killed like 20 times in a row. My guns didn't seem to be doing hardly any damage to the bad guys.
What was the mission you were doing? It was only one mission it happened on?
No, it was a couple of them, but it was mainly that one outpost. Where
you were talking about the one. I mean, it's not like it's a spoil. There's a barn.
Yeah. It's just a barn. It's just an out. There's nothing special about it. It's just an outpost.
It was a barn with. Was it the pumpkin one?
There might have been some pumpkins around. I was going to get somebody's truck because everybody wants their truck back because it's going to fix everything in this world.
Mm-hmm.
But I tried shooting on the guys, and then there would be guys that would just come and kill me immediately because my bullets were not successful, even though I'm playing it just like any other game where I'm successful at shooting. Then I went like a stealth route, and I would be taking guys out and hiding their bodies. And then all of a sudden, for no reason, like somebody on the other side would have no idea what I was doing, would all of a sudden like sound the alarm.
That sounds like something's wrong with the game.
Right. And so then like I came back to it and just went in like another day. I went back to it and just murdered everybody. Like I just went through, and I was right now, like the enemies are doing like no damage to me. I'm just mowing through all of them.
I was gonna say, because I did the.
Thanks for beta testing the game for everybody, Shep.
Exactly, because I barely died.
I don't see this like as a thing online. I just think certainly something was wrong, because Gretchen was sitting there watching me play, and she's like, "What is going on?" Like, right. I don't die this much in games.
No. When you told me, Wombat, have you ever hid any of the bodies in the game?
No, I've never hid.
When Chip told me he was hiding bodies, I said, no. I was like, something's wrong. Like, I've never even once considered that.
Yeah, the game is more, I would say, if anything, more arcadey than that. You don't need to be that.
Well, that's what I was trying to do to begin with, but then I'm like, I was just getting murdered because my guns were not doing any damage.
Yeah, that's weird. That is very weird. Because, my guns, like from the beginning, I would just basically, I could walk into the middle of an outpost with a shotgun and just, I'm going to murder everyone here.
I like the Mac 10. I think it's a Mac 10. Is that Mac 10 in Far Cry 5?
I have no idea.
Let me see. Yeah.
I use a double-barreled shotgun, and I use the sniper rifle that you can get with the prestige one at the like in that first menu. There's the 4 like super prestige weapons.
Didn't you get a free one with your?
Yeah, but I upgraded to the better one.
Oh, jeez. So wait, Chip, are you still hating on the game, or?
I still don't think it's that interesting.
I'm into it.
I think
I gotta say
the skill tree is not.
The skill tree could use some work, and I still think that and
they make this. It's all based upon these challenges that you do. It's like kill 10 guys with a submachine gun, and you get like 3 perks, and then you can use those perk points to upgrade your perks.
Mm-hmm.
And
you gotta find the whatever the stashes in the
pepper stash. Prepper stash.
Yeah.
Prepper.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Like, but it's just not it's not an interesting progression of.
Okay.
It's just checking things off a list.
Yeah. Yep.
And
I'm with you.
even like the things that you hunt, it's like you're just like, okay, go kill 4 deer or whatever, and then you get your perk points.
Right.
And what do you do with these deer? You just turn them in for money.
Yep.
Yeah, I think
And
the
it's-
reliance on in-game money instead of like previous Far Cry games where, skin 4 deer and get an upgrade to your blank is a much more engaging engaging system than this is sort of like
Good
I don't
point.
know, you get money and then you go to the shop and you buy stuff.
Do you know how fun that is? It's not. That's not fun.
It's not fun. It's not as much fun at all as even in Far Cry 3 and 4 where, complete these 3 missions, get this super weapon, not complete these 3 missions and you get cash and then you could probably buy a weapon and it's like, it doesn't seem as rewarding when you don't get a reward.
Is this an
Also,
example?
I hate talking to everyone in the game. There's
Some of
not
them are okay. No?
there's been like, I don't know how much I put it. I've almost like I'm 3/4, a little bit over 3/4 of the way done with one of the regions so far. So I've been playing a decent amount.
I'm like 500 points away from. I think I have 12,500 points in that,
which is dumb too.
13,000.
Like just seeing a meteor come up that's like, here's how many points you need so that the boss will appear.
It's very. There's definitely some design choices that are not desirable in Far Cry 5, and like I said, compared to Far Cry 3 and 4, and yes, we'll even compare it to Wildlands, which may or may not be fair. But the structure of even the areas just doesn't. There's something about it where I like that Far Cry formula where it's like, okay, I got to take out the 5 outposts, and that'll open up the map. And then once the map is open, I know where to go to get the weapons. And then when I get the weapons, then I can go and kill the other guy over there. I do like that because again, there's progression in the open world. There's a reason to do everything, and in this game, the only reason to do everything is to get enough points to unlock the boss fight.
Yeah, they didn't hide it. Like, and I get that like people say, well, I like it because it's like a video game. When don't take that. I like video games. I very much like video games, but we've gotten to the point where it's more entertaining if you do something with the systems besides just showing me bars and checklists. Of things.
Right. Yeah, I agree. These are faults.
But on the other flip side of that, I will say that actually playing the game for me is a heap and load of fun, and I'm very much enjoying playing the game. I had to go and get a truck because a lot of the game is about getting someone's truck back.
Yeah, that's half of the missions.
And I was creeping up quietly, and I had my sniper rifle out, and the alert came up. He's getting away in the truck. So I pulled out my sniper rifle, and I just had the luckiest shot in the world, and I shot him, and I got the guy, and the truck just kept driving, and then it drove down a cliff, and then it went into a tree.
Right. That type of stuff happens all the time. It's crazy.
Yeah, and then I was able to get the truck and get it. There is one mission that I did sort of rage quit last night where it was, follow a helicopter in an ATV. And I tried that like 4 times and I was like, nope.
God, I haven't done any of these. I feel like I've played a lot of the game, but I haven't.
You haven't even been introduced to Bliss bullets yet. Hit him with the Bliss bullets.
I did the 2 trucks.
What are they?
Bliss bullets. Okay. So
can we talk about? Is that a spoiler?
No.
Okay.
They're drug-laced bullets that when they shoot you, you get you pass out as opposed to them killing you.
That take you to a cutscene.
That take you to a cutscene and like these weird little interstitial missions.
No, I've gotten them.
You probably did 2 of them by now, I would assume.
Yeah, no, I have. Okay, I didn't realize I was getting shot with something. I thought I was just having a flashback or something.
The second one is kind of cool. The second of the 2, I kind of liked.
Are these with Faith?
I'm not doing Faith. I'm doing the dude.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I'm on Faith.
Oh, okay. You're doing the bottom right side of the map, and Shipwreck and I are doing the bottom left side.
The Faith one's awesome.
Is the bottom right side of the map just farmland?
Yeah. I know that. I've been there. I've been getting.
No. I mean, is your area just farm? Like,
is there anything different? Like, what's your topography like?
Oh, it's like woods.
Okay. I figured they were the 3 different areas had 3 different
Yeah, because I think the top one is like mountains, isn't it?
I don't know. It's big.
Yeah.
Farmland
Streams.
is really flat.
Yep, there's lots of farms.
I haven't really. I don't think I've done.
That's
much
where you
there.
get the airplane pilot guy.
I got him.
Yeah.
I guess I'm like dipping into that area a little bit, but
Mhm.
I've been getting like mostly the Faith cutscenes, and I like that. I think it's great. I mean, what I like about Far Cry is basically like a lot of the games are very trippy in the story, and you get to have a big sandbox where you get to blow up a lot of things in different ways. And
Yes.
I enjoy the way the helicopters fly in the game. I enjoy the guns feel good in the game,
I don't
but
think they feel that great. I think they feel okay.
I know what you're saying about like the auto aim is really, it like snaps to a little too much.
Yeah, I'm sure you could probably adjust that.
You
some.
can't.
You can't.
No, not yet. Anyway,
I feel like this game's going to be much better in a few months once they.
I was gonna say it may even be sooner than that. I feel like this game is gonna sell well enough, and they want people to keep playing it. They want people to invest in the arcade, not necessarily monetarily, but I think they want that mind share to continue. So I could see them doing small patches more sooner than later.
they don't want people to trade the game in.
Yeah, I think they
flat
want
out
people to,
that's flat out true. I mean, if you trade the game in, you're not buying any of the DLC.
because I think they updated Wildlands fairly quickly into its run too.
Sure, I mean it's Ubisoft. They're gonna keep with it. I don't.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
they have too much invested.
The game
in
is
this being a
fine.
success.
It's just not. It's not pulling me in too much. Like the only thing you're hoping for is the interesting fights. Like, oh, I was shooting these people and a bison came over there, and then I threw a grenade and blew up everybody in the bison as well. That's like the
You
explosions.
mean a bison?
Yeah, M bison.
Is there any advantage to, let's say, finishing off one region and then moving on to the next, or can I go like 3/4 of the way in one region and then
You
go move on?
want to? I think basically, as far as I could tell, the only advantage you get is that every time you do one of those notches, so I think it's like 3 notches,
Okay,
it unlocks more stuff to buy in the store.
so I could go like 3/4, 3/4, 3/4 if I want to like dip into the different cutscenes and
Think
environments.
so, but again, I wouldn't quote me
Not
on
sure,
that.
100% sure.
I do like shovel to the face. Can't go wrong with throwing your shovel in someone's face
Yep, you can take down a bison with like 2 shovels into the
with
face.
2 shovels.
Throwing shovels.
I do like shooting a bunch of dudes. That can be fun at times. What else do I like in this game? I don't know. I think there is a lot to like, but I also don't feel like, again, not to compare it to Wildlands.
No, you got to
Wildlands,
compare it to Wild.
You
Wildlands.
have
In
to. We just came
Wildlands-
off of that. Like, read this
Yeah.
question here.
Yeah, read this
Okay.
question.
Trick has to say, do you find yourself comparing Far Cry 5 to Wildlands? I wish Far Cry 5 had better tactical stealth options when taking over bases. Enemies seem to notice my silent shots and react. In Wildlands, I could wipe out a whole outpost with silent precision. Yes, Wildlands is a much more precise game. Again, it has had more time in the oven when I played it, but it is a more precise game. The guns feel better. I don't necessarily know if it's necessarily better looking. I think there's, pluses and minuses to both. But I think
No, Far Cry 5 is better looking on the
Okay,
One X. I
that's
mean,
fine.
they're both very good looking games,
Yeah.
but
I
The
think that
forests
the
are crazy.
level structure in Wildlands is vastly superior to the level structure in Far Cry 5, where you knew, okay, these are the main missions, these are the side missions, these are the main, outpost areas that I need to clear out.
Right. And
This
these
game-
this is the reward I'm going to go get for doing
And this is
that.
the reward I'm going to get for doing
I'm
all
going to
of
get
these
something that's going to make me more powerful, not I'm going to go get a truck that has a paint job on it in a first-person game.
or I'm going to get $900 and I could buy a weapon. So
yeah.
I think that the map just doesn't have that kind of structure. Yes, there'll be the diamonds on there, but you have to kind of get to it. I don't know. Just there's something about it where I know it sounds silly, but it's just not the same.
I've been enjoying doing like the stashes, the prepper stashes, picking those up.
The prepper stashes are great. They're fun puzzles. You know, I did all of the I unlocked or took over or whatever it is, all of the different outposts in that bottom left. Like I think there's 12 outposts. I got all 12 of them. I think I have 2 silos left to blow up on that section too. So yes, there is definitely this is how many of these things. It's like 45 missions though. I'm like, wow, 45 missions seems like a lot. I don't know what's important and what isn't when there's 45 missions in this little section here. And, you know, but unlike Wildlands, I'm not going to do them all. Like that one mission that I did started yesterday. If I never get back to it, then I just never get back to it.
I think the stealth part of this really, it's broken in this game too.
Yep.
Like there's no way to play it that way.
Nope.
And
well, when I took out a ranch house, and I did that without getting spotted.
Yeah. I know I've taken out outposts without getting spotted, but I could use the same like tactics and get spotted. Like there's nothing that what I did.
These guys find you, or just like Weetrick said, like you got a silencer on. It doesn't make any difference. It doesn't seem to.
I don't know what to tell you.
Well, and it's the same with like commanding your little helper people, or your dog, or whoever you choose, your specialists. You're not quite sure how the enemy is going to react to what they do. They could go in and do a stealth kill, and that could alert like the whole group of baddies.
Right. You got to bring the. Do you have the cougar?
Well, you could, but at the same time, like you could have them do the same thing, and they can like silently assassin people with the enemies, just like sitting there watching them do it.
Yes.
And they don't react.
I just have some random dude that just happens to have a rocket launcher.
Yeah, that dude's pretty good. That's Dennis Hopper.
Is that who it is?
At least in my game, that's his name. It's Dennis Hopper.
Hopper?
His brother is something else Hopper.
That's funny. And yeah, I just have him. I use him, and he blows everything up.
You don't have the dog?
I do.
Oh.
I have 2 people.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
I use the sniper lady.
Do you have the perk that lets you use both at the same time?
Yeah,
No,
I have.
Ooh,
I have.
shit.
I like the plane guy, and I like the rocket launcher guy.
I like the plane guy and an animal because I don't want to hear talking. I just like the nice animal noise.
Yeah, there's part of me that when I at one point I'll have 2 animals, and I may just roll with 2 animals because why not?
Have you tried the bow and arrow girl?
Oh no, I haven't unlocked her yet.
She's like female arrow, basically. She's got like the hood. She just curses up. One of her lines is like, "Fuck you, you fucking fuck," and it's just nonstop cursing from her. So I don't even take her anymore.
Then don't take her.
Yeah, it's like I feel like
They lay on the cursing pretty heavy with a lot of the dialogue in this game.
So does Wildlands, though.
Yeah, they do. This is less believable, I would say, in the dialogue.
Yeah. Like, I like the writing, like when like Faith is talking, I like the writing, and like the main characters are talking. It seems like different people wrote those characters than wrote maybe like the stuff that like, fuck you, you fucking fuck. Seems like the B
they
team
definitely
was on
did.
that.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's a different person writing.
But I will say this about the game: as much as I like it, and as interesting as the setting may be, it could be anywhere.
Like if you want to say fuck you, you fucking fuck one time in the game, fine. I get it. You want the person to curse a lot, they're edgy. But I don't need to hear it 5 times in my play session, which is like an hour.
Sounds to me like you're just going around the map unlocking the people.
Yes, that's what I'm doing. That's
basically what I'm getting from you in this game. You're just
basically what happens when I play Far Cry 5 is that I try to do whatever's closest to me, and then like I'll have an idea. Oh, I'll go do this now, but then along the way I'll run into like 50 things, and then I'll just get sidetracked. So yeah, like yes, I do want a dog friend who will fight for me. Yes, I do want a cougar friend. Yes, I do want a bear. I'm going for the bear next, probably.
The bear seems kind of cool.
Yeah. Plus, those missions are fun. Well, maybe they're not that great. The flamethrower guy was kind of dumb.
I don't even know what that one was. The plane one was a little long.
Yes.
The plane guy was a little.
Please don't let me crash this plane.
Yeah,
This is the first plane I've flown in this game, and you're making me fly it in really tight quarters.
Did you find the stuntman guy mission where you have to fly the plane?
Crash Nixon.
There's a Crash Nixon plane one. It's probably
I know where it's at, but I have not done it.
I tried it. I did think I did. That's another one where I did it like twice and was like, nope, don't care.
Right.
They
tried to put everything in this game, and it probably would have been better served.
It doesn't need to be. It
Right.
doesn't need to be. They would have been better served fine tuning the things that work.
Or add the everything stuff later.
Yeah.
Stuff that doesn't need to be there. If you have time, you can do it later when you're working.
Everybody's on the same page. You're all coming to my side on this game.
I don't know. No,
I like it. I'm going to play it right after we're done recording.
Yeah. If we weren't doing this show, I'd be playing it right now. That's
Exactly.
the difference.
Exactly.
I expected better than this.
Okay.
I think better is coming.
Can they fix all the
Yes.
Yes.
They're not going to fix the structure though. They're not going to fix the progression.
You can.
And all that
They could
But
redo
you'll be
the
done
map.
with it. But by the
They could
time
redo
that
the whole
happens.
map. Is really what they need to do. The map sucks.
It just feels like they didn't have an overall vision. Like they had all the parts to the game, but they didn't have the overall vision to put it together in an interesting way.
They were probably right. Thought that the concept would sell the game. The pictures, the cover. That.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's selling fine. They
didn't have to. They didn't have to polish.
Do you have either of you guys have the perk that lets you fast travel with the windsuit? Like you drop in?
No.
Thinking about saving up for that one.
Have fun with that.
Go kill some animals and sell
I got the lockpick perk. That's useful.
Yeah, I got that.